this is Janelle Nanos, business reporter with the Boston Globe, and this is Bold Types, Conversations with Boston's Business Leaders. Today we're talking with Maria Vasco, owner of Uvida, a zero-waste store in the North End. So tell us where we are right now. This is your storefront in the North End.
Yes, so we are at the Uvida shop store here in the North End. And we are literally a 2-minute walk from downtown Boston, from Aquarium Station, so it's an awesome area to be in.
And what is it that you do here?
So we are Boston's first and only zero-waste store. So that means we offer you all your basic home essential products and liquids, but without any plastic packaging and any plastic waste.
How did you get interested in the zero-waste concept, and how did you start thinking about wanting to open a store?
So it all started my freshman year of college. I was originally a political science major, and then I took an environmental science course, and I just was in awe of everything that I was learning. I was so shocked, and I felt like it was just so important to learn about environmental issues and climate change. So I completely switched my major, and then I found myself becoming really passionate about the plastic pollution problem because I realized that I was personally contributing to that issue because everything that I touch in my house is plastic. You know, when I wake up, put deodorant on, brush my teeth, put shampoo on, everything is packaged in plastic, and plastic lasts thousands of years when we only use these items for a few months. So I found that to be very unsustainable. You know, I wanted to live more in my values of studying environmental science, learning about climate change, and I didn't want to be contributing to it in the ways that I knew I was. So that is when I stumbled into the zero waste movement, and I started looking into specifically plastic-free products.
Talk with me a little bit about how you first got started. You were doing pop-ups and things on campus for a while. Tell me a little bit about how that evolved to the point where you thought, hey, maybe this is actually something I can do in a physical space.
I started online. I just started selling products on our website, and UMass Boston was so supportive because I told them that I was actually going to start the business that they gave me the scholarship for, which a lot of students don't do that. So they were like very supportive and excited, and they allowed me to do pop-ups on the campus center, which is like the main building on campus. And the students started getting really interested, and that actually made the ball roll a little faster because it just spread with the students because they were so supportive of the idea, and professors as well, staff members that liked the idea. So then I started doing pop-ups off campus, specifically in East Boston, in other states, New York, New Hampshire, Connecticut, just trying to get more people to find out about our mission, what our goal is, and why it's important.
You started to build your brand, right?
Yeah, we started growing a community of people who are interested in these products, and I also knew that I always wanted a storefront.
Take us on a little bit of a tour through the store.
So we have a couple different sections. We have the kitchen section, we have the bathroom section, we have a makeup section, we have a self-care, pet care, laundry, baby section, and then we have our soaps and body and hair shampoo, and then we have our body soaps, our shampoo bar section. We also have our accessories area. We have a clothing rack for secondhand clothing items that a lot of people love. We have some thrifted finds, and then on the other side of the store, you'll find our plant shop and then our refill room.
Tell me a little bit about the name Uvida.
I was born in Colombia, so I speak Spanish, and I just wanted to twist it a little, so I made life in Spanish, which means vida. I added the U in front because our hashtag is You Give Life. So with the U in front, it turns out to be Uvida, and it reminds people that by reducing your plastic waste, you are contributing to life on Earth.
That's great. I love that concept. How did you end up getting the resources in hand to really pursue this as a business?
Yeah, so right when I got back in August of 2019, I started the business in September, and that was also the time that this free program that I applied to started, and it's called E4All. They help, entrepreneurs start a small business, and it's a free 3-month course. It's a bit intensive, and so it was the perfect timing because I was just starting, and so was the course. So as they would teach us about how to start the business, I was literally taking the steps to build the business, open the bank account, get the LLC, like all the foundation things that are very important. E4All helped me with that, and then from there I just I basically built a really good foundation for the beginning of the business, and then I could just focus on getting the word out and building the community.
And so this was still while you were finishing up school? Like you were
Yeah.
doing all of this at the same time?
So I was a full-time undergrad student working a part-time job at a restaurant, taking free online courses that would help me learn about how to start a business, and also working on my small business. It would mainly be at nighttime, when no one's bothering me, and I would just be up until 4 in the morning, just having the time of my life, but obviously facing the consequences the next day for class.
2020 was a weird year. Tell us a little bit about finishing college and being in the middle of a pandemic and saying, what do I do with my life now?
I turned that into a positive because it gave me more time to work on my business, just because, we're all home, we're in quarantine, we're locked down. I was in my prime because I was just on the computer learning, watching YouTube videos, trying products, brainstorming, and just getting excited and filling up my time with things that I like. Got better products, started expanding the range of products, and specifically in summer of 2020 when we were all in quarantine during COVID, I really started to like the idea of having a storefront, because I know that there was a lot of stores closing, but I was also thinking, like, after the pandemic, people would love to go back out, and I would love to make it accessible for people to buy plastic-free products. And of course, we will always have our online website for people who don't want to physically be in a store.
So opening a small business in a pandemic is not an easy thing to do. Tell me a little bit about how that went.
Yeah, so my soft opening was not like anyone else's because we could only have 5 people in the store. It was the maximum capacity due to the restrictions. So it was just me and my family. And so it was a very small soft opening. We didn't get to do a ribbon cutting, but honestly, it was amazing to open in December, which I didn't know how beneficial it would be to open in December. And that is because everyone was going Christmas shopping. So it was our first month being open. Obviously, I was a little nervous. I wanted to know if we were gonna get the support from the community and the city of Boston. And then, there was a lot of delays with online orders. So we got a lot of traffic, a lot of people just being like, I really need a gift before Christmas and I can't wait for it to arrive through delivery. So it was awesome. It was a great first month for us. And so that's why I'm really happy that we opened in December. And then a lot of people were able to get some plastic-free gifts. And I actually see those customers come back in and say like, oh, I literally just finished my lotion, that bar that I was gifted on Christmas, and now I'm getting another one. So it's been like, a turnaround point that I'm starting to see the faces of the people who got Christmas gifts in December.
You are Gen Z, right? You are young and you are representing a generation of people who are thinking really differently about their purchase decisions. Talk to me a little bit about, first of all, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23, okay. And why do you think that this idea and this concept resonates with your generation?
I like to see Uvida as a safe haven where customers can come in and talk about their climate anxiety. I'm always here to listen to them and tell them, like, I too was in the same space as you. I was thinking about my future, the future of my future children, and just everyone in general. I know I'm doing something positive because I'm helping people feel a bit in control of what they're doing and helping them put more natural ingredients on their body, and so they don't have to also worry about the ingredients or the packaging or the life cycle that comes after the product is done being used.
You have not just a physical presence, but you also have an online presence, not just in your online storefront, but one on social media too. I know that you found some real success on TikTok, finding your audience. Tell me a little bit about that.
When I was doing some market research, people were telling me, no one cares about plastic-free. No one's going to shop at a plastic-free store. Like, people don't really care for that. They really just want cheap and accessible. They don't really want like values or anything else other than that. And I was very shocked. And so I decided not to listen. And that's what I talked about in that video. And it was the next day that I looked at my phone and we were TikTok viral. We gained 4,000 followers overnight, and it just didn't stop there. And after that, it was incredible to see how many people stormed into the store. People came on their birthdays. People are like, oh, it's my birthday today. I live in Connecticut and I just wanted to come to your store and check it out and also spend the day in the city.
Maria, we're here in East Boston in this park.
Yeah.
There's a playground right there. There's a gorgeous shot of the pier. Why is
Yeah.
this place special to you?
So I grew up playing in Lopresti Park, and now I host pop-ups here. On Saturdays, AXL has like a pop-up party where they have exercise classes, and then East Boston small businesses are able to have their tables. So I love meeting people that live in East Boston and telling them about our mission and how I'm also from East Boston.
That's great. And you grew up here in East Boston. Your parents both own stores here. Talk with me a little bit about the fact that you came from an entrepreneurship family and now you're doing it yourself.
Yeah, so I feel like I had the upbringing of being with parents that have storefronts, and so that definitely pushed me to have my own storefront. And I feel so attached to East Boston because that's where I've been all my life. So I would love to open a Uvida here in Eastie.
Maybe that's next. We'll
Yeah.
see. That's great.
My biggest supporters are my parents. They told me, like, take that leap of faith. We took that leap of faith 30 years ago and we didn't look back, and it's been an amazing experience, and we recommend you do the same. But it has to be with something that you're passionate about, and they knew that I had the passion more than anything. So they were the ones that were like, we think you should completely go for it, and we are here to support you in the process.
What's next?
Yeah, so right now we're planning on hosting events in store, because part of it will be Uvida events, which will be zero waste events, where we'll talk about plastic pollution, eco-anxiety, how to be plastic free, how to eat healthier, just like health and wellness related events. But then we're also opening our doors to others who want to host events in the space. So we'll have yoga and meditation classes. We have a pottery event next week where some people can come in, buy their plant, and then make the pot for their specific plant. So just fun community building events that will bring people in and learn about the store, but also have a great and enjoyable time.
So we call this series Bold Types. It is a bold move to open a zero waste store in the middle of a pandemic. Tell me a little bit about how you felt confident going in, knowing that this was something you needed to do.
So I felt confident because I knew there was a need for this kind of store, and I just knew that there would be a huge positive impact behind it that people would love to be a part of, and people want to participate in something that makes them feel good. And it personally makes me feel really good that I can offer these products, that I can use these products myself, and I don't have to be worrying about contradicting with my own values. So that's how I knew that the store was going to be a great positive impact.